Hello, my stamping friends. I am hoping this is working tonight. I am trying something new, as you probably have realized already. So welcome, everyone. And I'm going to go through a few steps here to try and share a few things with you. And I'm seeing comments, which is a good thing. Hello, Stacy. You haven't figured out. Thank you, Stacy. Stacy was my tester last night when we were testing some of this. So I'm glad to see you back, Stacy, and able to share with us again. So before we get started, as usual, I have a few things to share with you. And like I said, they're a little bit different tonight because I'm using this other system, but I'm going to share them anyway, and hopefully everything works. As you're coming on, please leave a message or a comment as to where you're watching from and what kind of day you've had. I had a great day here in Spruce Grove, Alberta, Canada, because we went out to look for some flowers. We don't have a big yard and we don't have a lot of flowers that we need, but it was a gorgeous day here. And we went for a drive out, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes north of here. Found a greenhouse that had some great flowers and managed to get some back here. So now in the next couple days, I am going to be planting my flowers. So let me know what you guys were up to and doing, and say hi. Let us know where you're watching from, and I'll just go through my usual spiel. A little bit, I guess I should back up. My name is Marilyn Wagner, and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Spruce Grove, Alberta, Canada. So welcome, everyone. And I'm going to see if I can get this all to work. So we have a special that's happening only till the end of May, which is the Join My Team. You get an extra, as you can see in this graphic, an extra $91.25. If you join, you get the in color bundles as shown here, which is a great incentive. You always get $165 worth of product for the $135, but this time at this promotion, you get this extra $91.25. So a great thing if you've ever considered doing that. We'd love to have you on the team. We have a great time. As any of my team that are on here can attest to, it's always a lot of fun. So that's one thing. The other thing that was introduced today was a last chance list, which is retiring products from the current January to June mini catalog. Lots of great things that I would rather have stay that are disappearing, which is too bad, but those things happen. We just never know which ones they're going to send down the road, kind of thing. So we enjoy what we can as we get them and just take it from there. So the other things that I do usually mention, and again, let me try to get this to work properly so that I can show you. Over here I have a class schedule website page you can go to find whatever classes I have, and those classes are: my Monday card class is the third Wednesday of the month, and all of the classes are on Zoom, so you can watch from anywhere, and it would be great to have you all, just a minute, trying to find the right button here, join in. Okay, that's the one I've got to get rid of right there. Okay, it works well as long as I hit the right buttons. I also have a 12-month of Christmas cards on the second Thursday of each month, and the deadline for this coming one in June was today, so there is still time if you do want to join us for that. You'll find that link on my Facebook page and my website and whatever. So that, I also have Zoom with Friends class Fridays, and again, a number of you on here tonight have joined us in that, and it's a great fun time. We have others do take turns with instructing, and thank you, Linda, for doing that for this Friday, and we always have a lot of laughs and good time there. And the other class that is coming up is a Stamp a Stack for sympathy cards, and that is towards the end of June. So a bit of time to register for that one yet. So with that in mind, let me see if I can, good, I see names, thank you, I see comments. Again, I'm not going to try and monitor all of those as we go, but I will certainly go back and read them all afterwards. So thank you so much for being here. So now I am going to, oops, let me just go back and get rid of that and switch you over to my desktop. Hopefully you can see it. And now I'll go back to the comments and see that, are these all on Zoom, Ines? Yes, they are. All my classes are on Zoom. And if you're requiring the kit and want the kit, that's why my cutoff dates are farther ahead, because I do want to mail the kits to you and get them there in time. So that would be why. So like I say, I'm not going to try and monitor all of that. Any of my team and my stamping friends that are demonstrators can certainly help answer questions on there. And I'm going to get started with creating with you. So this is the catalog that is retiring at the end of June. And I have a list, and I will post it I will share it in this post when I'm done, of all the products that are retiring. And as I was going through marking my catalog that's upstairs, not this one, I noticed that most of the dies that are retiring are 50% off. So if you've been waiting and waiting and thinking, oh, that's a lot of money for that die, but I would really like it, then maybe now's the time to get it, because 50% off is quite a deal. So let me know if you have any questions on that. The annual catalog, as you know, is out and about, and the mailing selector is now available for us to use for the, would you believe, what we call the Christmas holiday mini. And so again, I did a couple of posts today about that. If you're interested in one of those and you don't already have a demonstrator, please let me know, and I will include you in my list and get a catalog to you coming up here in July. So tonight, if there's nothing else happening right now, we're going to make this card. I've been showing it to you for a couple of weeks now, saying I'm going to. Well, thanks to Gail B, I did receive an email from her with a couple of links on other demo websites where I could find information and how to do it. And I've kind of combined Brandy Cox, which is the one where this template is, and that I'll share in this as well. It's under Brandy's cards and the template, which you need, but I'll share that with you in that list. I've also gone to, I'm just going to show you a few pieces here because it took a bit of time. So the this Sam Calcott UK Mixed Up Craft, she had on hers a sample of how to make this particular piece. Whoops, I guess it would go this way, wouldn't it? Well, anyway, yeah, did them all backwards. And I thought that was kind of neat to know how you could make it your own. Because when I got to comparing 2 or 3 that I'd found, I have one from Karina. I have, and that's the one that I copied, put my letterhead on. But then I have this other one, and sorry, I don't even have a name on it, but it's totally different measurements and whatever. So lots of different possibilities with this card. The only thing I will caution you, in a lot of them, I believe it's in Brandy's, is probably Karina's as well, it says to print it and photocopy it. Now, from my days at working in an office, I know that photocopying, sometimes after you've copied it, I don't know, I'm going to say 10, 12, 15 times, it will actually distort what you started with. And you don't want that happening. So just be aware of that if you're going to be photocopying. I would think it'll be a PDF that I share with you in this post. And I would think as long as you print it each time, it should be okay. So I've done a few that I'm going to show you. And I've got these papers which are almost not usable again, but if you're in a pinch, you could. So on those sheets, like I showed you, there are 3 to work with. So when I found this card, which was a card swap that I got, I noticed that most of these, I don't remember how they all went together, but they're not all tucked in the same way. So then I started searching, and I tried this one because I needed a pink one for a little girl, and I needed one for my brother who is turning 70. So I was making special cards there, and on this one I learned that if I folded it over too far, and I don't know if you can see, try and get a pointer here, but maybe you can see it anyway. It kind of peeked out here at the bottom, and I personally didn't like that. So on to the next one. Then I took one and I followed, I don't remember who that was, and she was counting and she said, oh, when you fold it, this is 1, this is 2, you fold it down to 3. Well, when I did that, look at, they didn't tuck in at all. And I thought, okay, that's not very good. So like I say, thank you ladies for suggesting I do this, but I've learned a lot. And so then I went to a piece of computer paper, and this is the size that this lady was giving me the sample with. And I thought, you know what, the cardstock, even the white, is quite stiff when you have to bend it. So my suggestion to you is that you try it out, first of all, with a piece of just your computer paper. And the other thing that one of the ladies mentioned was to make sure when you're doing it, trying to see if you can see this, is that you line up these folds each time you do a fold. Because on these, when I was trying them, as you can see on here, I've tore the edge a little bit because I was thinking, okay, I've got to go down as far as I can with these. So, like I say, it was kind of a learning experience to be working with that. So I'm going to show you what I did finally, and this seems to work. I'm taking my regular 8.5 by 5.5, and even though this says top and bottom, it's very close. But you want to line this edge up against your folded line, right against it. And because there's a little extra tab on here, you can use it to kind of help hold your paper. And no. And the other end. And then basically all you need to do is cut on those lines. And as we all know, our Stampin' Up! Scissors are sharp and they're good right to the point. So all I did was take these, and sorry if I'm shaking, but I'm trying to do it so that it's done right in the first place. And like I say, all of those different designs I found, each one was just a little bit different. So you certainly don't have to do exactly what I did. But if you want to, great. And if you want to diverge a little bit and try something different, I'm going to show you a couple things that I did on the other cards. Well, if I could quit having trouble lining that up. And then, no, I don't know if that will cut properly. So hopefully you're chatting amongst yourselves and helping each other and whatever. So that's all there is to the original start of it. My paper, I have used a couple of the, well, obviously I needed a few when I was doing those. But then you have all of your pieces. So you can open it up, and they all suggested that I start, it's the longer one that you're going to fold, start at the bottom and like I say, you want to match that center fold. I like to burnish it just with my fingernails to begin with. And this one you do cut off and you put it up at the top. So don't throw it away. And again, with our handy dandy little paper snips, try to cut it as best you can. And that, I thought I saw somebody say, could you use the bone folder? Definitely, you can use your bone folder to smooth that out, like so. Then I would take the next long one, and just as long as it's matching here in the center, and some of the cuts may not be exact, but it will line up. Now, I did have a friend of mine say that she couldn't make this because she has arthritis pretty bad in her hands. It is kind of demanding on your fingers, but if you leave it down like that, I find rather than try to hold it up in your hands, it does work. And then when I get to this one, and once I discovered the gal that was showing on her video to line that up in the center, I was much happier with it. Like I say, that first one, I wasn't too great. And then in line with this one is going to go like that. So you just need a little bit of your liquid glue. And I want it overlapped a little bit like that. And again, it would be nice if all of these diamonds were the same, and I'll show you why in a minute. But it's not, sometimes not possible. So what I found easier than just using my bone folder like that was to actually fold it again and work with it like this. So there is the basis for your card. Okay, so then what the one gal that I watched did was she actually put a piece inside, and when you close the card, it shows through. And I thought, wow, I like that. So that's what I'm going to do. And whoa, should not have put it over that way so far. Do as I say, not as I do. My mother used to tell me that. Just trust me, do as I say. I should not have put it here where it's going to poke through, but too late for now on that one. Then this piece, I am going to do a little stamping on, just because this is what we're about, right? Is stamping. And I happen to have this stamp set that I really like and I want to use. So I am going to, I love the fonts in there. So I am going to put my happy birthday first with black. And no rhyme or reason as to why there, just because. And oh, I should mention to you as well, most of you know that I do a draw at the end for the card from last week. I have a new system for that today too, so hopefully that's all going to work. It's been a week of learning and I love it. So my card base is Melon Mambo, so I'm just going to take this and add some of the detail to brighten it up just a little bit. And I think I want one in here, but I want it straight off. So it doesn't have to be lots. I'll show you what I did on the other two cards that I made. And I'm sure that your minds are just going crazy with what you could do with the inside piece and this outside piece. If you're looking for dimensions, this is 3 inches. tell you that and then I'll measure it again. It is 3 inches. So 3 by your 5 1/4, just for the front. You could just do a design on here, depending on what you want. But like I say, when I found that video to watch where she had actually put this in, the other video, and I'm sorry, I don't remember whose that was, but maybe I can find it for you if you're interested. The gal did this kind of thing, and then she showed one where she had it popping on the inside. It was all, oh, it was beautiful. So many possibilities. So please, 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 please don't give up on it and keep trying. And you see the words before I talk. Oh my. Okay. Have to be careful, hey? Thank you. Okay, so there is my card for tonight. Hopefully that gives you some ideas. And now, here's the one I did for my brother. And obviously, because of masculine, I wanted a little bit different. I used the early espresso. I used the number dies that I kept, and I used embossing. And then the very vanilla for the inside. And this is the one I did for the little girl's birthday that I need. And again, the one that I was copying from, she had, I forget what she had on the front. I don't think it was butterflies, but I found I had butterflies. I put my happy birthday, the same one here, and then I put these little sequins on here. So that's another idea for dressing it up. And on that note, I want to show you where those came from, just because you get in this for everything fancy sequins. It's a box with 2,300 sequins. No, I haven't counted them, but that's what it says. So you get green, blue, and pink. And there's all kinds of, you can probably see, I'm not going to open them, but little, they're great for shaker cards. And I have some of those to show you too that I have made. But I just thought they went perfect on there. For the gal that I watched do it had little, remember we had a punch that had a little flower, just a little tiny one, and she had put them all along there. So some more great ideas for dressing it up. So now, if there's nothing else pressing, and I'm trying to see, don't see anything too urgent there, I have some show and tell cards. I have some cards that we did recently on our masculine card class. This is the card that will go to someone who has commented. And those two I'll get in the mail for the birthday people. This one we made in our team meeting the other night. I had a team share leader, and that was Bonnie. I thank you again, Bonnie, if you're on here. And it's one that is a fancy fold on the inside. So I love fancy folds. So that one was great. Our masculine card class, we did these 5 cards. So I had that one. I had this one with the vellum. I had this one, which I love, the New Horizon paper, and that new ribbon that we have that you can stamp on. And these pebbles are being retired. I saw that today on my list. This is the new fern folder, which I thought was quite masculine there. And one with, of course, Tahitian Tide and some of the new designer paper. So those were the masculine cards. Now I have some that I've received in the mail, some happy mail ones. This one from Diana. Thank you so much, Diana. I do not have this set, so this is perfect. And I love how Diana always, almost always, does something on the inside and something on the envelope. Great, great job, Diana. Thank you. I have Nancy with one of our swaps. She's on my team. Thank you, Nancy. She's done some splattering. You know that splattering where you take, I don't have a marker here, so I can't show you, but I'm sure you guys know what kind that is. Then I have one from Maureen. I only see a letter there. This is done, another swap that I'm in, and it is white embossing, and then the blending brushes and a few rhinestones. Isn't that gorgeous colors? Gorgeous, gorgeous there. A couple more masculine ones from Lillian. Thank you, Lillian. And done with that paper again. Even a little bit on the inside. And this one looking sharp. These are all die cuts out of that set, and the dies that go with that bundle. Lillian has the whole bundle. And look at this, she's put just an edge of the splatter embossing folder, which really adds to it. Karen Yeomans, I see your name on here. Thank you, Karen, for this. And thank you for being here with your garage sale happening. I wasn't sure you'd be here, so glad you're ready. So more of the same flower, you can see. And this is also in that die set that comes with that collection. Linda, I saw your name on here. Thank you so much. I do not have this set yet. It is on my list. And that catalog's good for a year, so I'm sure it will be on my desk eventually. Another one done, this is a different fold. Sorry for the noise, I should have had it out here. This is a fold like this. I'm not sure, I don't think I've done it on here before, but I think we have done it in our Friday Zoom class maybe. And then last but not least, my team members that were in my Stamp Stack yesterday and at my meeting, I was showing these cards to them saying, if they don't go through the mail easily, you might have to pick yours up. But these are my team swaps. And I have taken that Happiness Abounds, no, Bottled Happiness, I always get them mixed up, set, and made them into shaker cards. And these are effervescent beads that come in the catalog as well. The new ribbon, the new colors, the new stamp. Using this, everybody says, isn't it difficult? It's not difficult if you have a Stamparatus. Stamparatus works great for that. So I have all four colors, 4 out of 5 colors for those that I have done there. And ladies, I did check tonight, and they will cost extra postage because they're that thickness here. So we'll work out something. I'll make sure you get them. Don't worry. But that is my samples for you tonight. So hopefully that has inspired you to do something like a braided card and to use some of the new things that are just gorgeous. So on to last week's cards. These are the ones that we did. I think, yeah, I did both of them last week. So whoever wins, you'll have to let me know which one. So now is the test to figure that part out as to how I can show you that. So I'm going to, I think I'm going to remove that camera, come back to see. Hi, hello. Finally able to comment. Good job, Bonnie. Okay, now I need to share my screen. And I am going to here. And this is a free program that I have found. Actually, I saw another demonstrator in Ontario use it. So I can take the link where you commented last week, and up here at the top, you might see that it says 20. There are 20 names in there. I have taken mine out because I tried it one time and it brought me as the winner. And I thought, well, that's not very good. And I'm going to hit start, and you'll see your names go by. And it will give me a winner. Kathy Jean. It says when you commented, or no, actually when I picked it. Sorry. But anyway, I thought that was another neat feature that I could use. So how was that? On my end, I think it was good. I miss not seeing the comments, but I will get better at doing this so that I can see them as they go by. I thank you all for sticking with me and watching through it. and hopefully it can only get better, right? As long as Facebook doesn't do anything silly for us, we'll just keep going. So thank you for joining me, this great community. I love having all of you here. So hopefully we'll see you again next week. Take care.